Welcome to another episode of Within It.
In it.
I'm your host, M.
And I'm your host, A.
In this episode of Within It, we'll be discussing Season 3, Episode 9 of Legacies,
Possible pregnancy rumors
Nina Dobrev.
and potential sire bonds.
So, let's get into it. Okay. Oh, jeez. Legacies. Do all Malivore monsters provide this level of emotional insight? Season 3, Episode 9. So, what did you think about the overall episode?
It was okay. It wasn't as bad as like the other filler episodes we've had.
Yeah, I actually kind of liked this episode a little bit. Kinda. It, it wasn't it was good, but I didn't love it, but I also didn't hate it. I'm iffy.
Yeah, I have the same opinion.
Yeah, but yeah, okay, so let's analyze this a little bit or a lot of bit. MG enrolling in Mystic Falls High. That was a big one. I did not
I'm kind
expect
of
that.
relieved. I'm
Yeah,
relieved
he
because I
deserves
was,
better. Deserves
yes.
way better.
When they said he was leaving the school, I was like, oh my god, are we having another Raphael situation?
Yes, I did not want a Raphael situation, so I am really glad he's with Joe now. Josie.
Yeah,
Um,
he's probably gonna have
yeah.
more of a storyline.
Before we talk more about him, we'll talk more about the episode at Mystic Falls High, which was Alaric going to the freaking school and being a substitute teacher.
Let's stretch out the hammies.
No. What's its face? People were calling him a DILF on Twitter, first of all.
Oh.
And if you guys don't know what a DILF is, don't look it up. Don't ask no one. Just question. Don't
It's a dang I love frogs.
exactly, yeah. Yeah, and just put it with the lark, I guess. But they
Yeah.
did him wrong. The stylist did him wrong. And the writers. Do the writers make up their yeah, I think the
No,
writers
they should. As they should.
yeah, but I'm glad they did it. They did him so dirty, which he freaking deserved. Okay. So back to MG. Ethan and MG thin. Yes.
I love it.
Love it. Do you see them more as a friendship or a relationship?
Well, I see them more as a friendship, and I already know the writers aren't gonna go anywhere with it, so I don't want to get my hopes up. So,
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, I don't see people on Twitter. They're like, "Oh, I ship them and they should be together." I'm like, eh. Like, I just see it as a friendship, you know?
yeah,
Like, they're both happy and yeah, or they could be in a relationship. That's fine, but I
I
don't
don't really see it.
yeah, I don't really see it just yet. Like, I don't see them two being together at all. Like, at all.
Yeah.
I like their bond. They're like a brotherhood. They're like Raphael and Landon, like MG thin
Mm.
friendship. But then that friendship. Oh, I probably should have said about Ethan knowing about MG being a vampire.
Oh my gosh, the scene where he almost gets hit by a bus.
Dude, the graphics, the
I
editing,
hated that
so
scene.
bad. The graphics was
It
so
did.
bad. Like,
And then
yeah, you
I feel
go.
like it was very underwhelming because he just saved him from getting hit by a bus, and then he looks at him and he's like, "Why'd you go that fast? How did you go that fast?" But like no emotion on his face.
Yeah, it was like, have you seen Twilight before, right?
Of course.
Yeah. That's like when Edward blocked Bella from the
Oh
car.
my,
That was like Ethan and Bella's face were the same exact thing.
no emotion.
Literally no emotion. But yeah. But that when they were talking, that led to like Ethan knowing. So I wonder how that's gonna affect the Super Squad, the Supernaturals, the Salvatore boarding school. Like I wonder how it's gonna affect that. So that'll be like
Yeah,
kind of cool to watch. What's
yeah.
your
And aren't there like
perspective?
theories? Aren't there like theories that Ethan is some type of
Oh
supernatural? He just
yeah,
hasn't been like awakened yet, or whatever.
yeah. So they say like he might be what is it called? An untamed, not untamed. What is it called?
What?
Unactive.
Unactivated vampire or
No,
werewolf?
no, 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 werewolf. Because in order to activate your werewolf curse, you have to kill someone.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe. I don't know yet, but I kind of see it. But I also want to see some humans in here. I don't want everyone to be supernaturals. If you know what I mean.
Honestly, I think I'd be fine if everyone was a supernatural because I really don't want a Matt type character, even though we already have one, and that's Landon. But
Landon, oh my gosh.
we don't need another Matt, basically.
Yeah, but Ethan has a good personality, and Ethan's
Oh
cute.
yeah, I really enjoy his character.
Yeah, so if he's human or supernatural, then that's fine. But I really want him to stay human so that we can like a human character, you know.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
like Ethan.
but the whole MG Thin friendship when they were like at the last bit of the episode when they were out in the freaking field like throwing a football, dude, and Caleb saw them. That was so sad. My heart shattered.
Who's with Cleo though? I mean,
But still, Caleb loves MG like a brother. They're like ride or die.
yeah.
So like, do you
So you
like
think it's gonna create a rift between them?
maybe I just think Caleb's just gonna bottle all his emotions and not say anything.
Which is really unhealthy.
Yeah, but we never really get to see Caleb's emotions. He's just there. We don't really got to see his backstory, right? What's his backstory? Except going to his like for the summer with MGC. Caleb even took MG home. I
Mhm.
was like, dang, I feel so bad for Caleb. What is your perspective? Do you like Caleb and MG or MG and Ethan better?
Well, I feel like with MG and Ethan, it's been one episode and they've had like only like a few scenes together. So I feel
Mm-hmm.
like I want to see more development from their friendship.
Yeah.
Definitely, MG and Caleb's friendship is probably one of my favorites on the show because
Yeah.
they're like probably the least toxic friendship on the show.
Yes, literally love it. That's why it's like kind of hard for Caleb, you know?
Mhm.
S- But oh, speaking of Caleb and Cleo, they they're I could see them together, but I see Cleo as like a how do you say it?
Mm.
Like a independent woman, like with quotation marks, like kind of how
Yeah,
like Bonnie was, kind of.
I feel like they only did that to Bonnie just because they wanted to make her suffer. So.
The whole Jeremy thing. Oh my gosh, that was like, ugh. And she deserved it. And see, I hate TVD, but then here we are, obsessing over legacies. Anyways, speaking of Cleo, she's in the Super Squad now.
As she should.
As she should. Like, she deserves to be in the Super Squad. I do not care. Like, she should be the whole leader. Hope should not be the leader. Lizzie should not be the leader. No, Cleo should be the freaking leader.
I'm happy she's in it now.
Yeah, she deserves it. Like, really deserves it. She's only been a couple episodes and did way more than what Landon ever did.
Yeah, and I'm really glad that they're doing her character justice, and they're not. I'm glad they're not messing up on her character or her
Yes.
story arc.
Yes. That was
So
like, yeah.
I'm genuinely hoping we're gonna get more into like her backstory and stuff.
Yes, please.
Are there any theories about her like her backstory and stuff? I know people were like saying that it's possible like Klaus killed her family or something, or Michelson.
Yeah. Okay. That's I think I don't know if I've seen that on Twitter or anywhere, but I definitely thought it. I was like, "Oh, I think did I say on the podcast before?"
Yeah,
Yeah, I did, right? Yeah. Yeah, then that was my theory, yeah. So basically, like, I really think Klaus or just Klaus, like, killed her family on the rampage. I mean, it'll kind of make sense with the timeline. I don't know when her family died. Did they ever specify that?
no, but
Yeah.
I feel like if that were to be true, then she would have to know that Hope is Michelson too. I feel like that would be like a whole nother kind of plot. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised she'd be so calm and so
Because I don't think Cleo would blame someone else just because they're related, you know? I don't think Cleo would do that. Cleo doesn't seem to be
true,
like that.
true. But like you know how TVD is all about vengeance and revenge,
Yeah,
family matters,
but you never know with
like that.
Cleo. Never know with Cleo. But I still
Who
really
knows?
like her father. I mean, Klaus's father killed her family.
Klaus's father.
I mean, Hope's
Michael.
father. Oh yeah, Michael could. I don't
No,
know.
Michael was dead.
Oh
He's
yeah, kind of,
been dead.
kind of. He was alive in New Orleans, but I don't know about.
He's gone now. Right? He's dead. He's like, something happened to him.
He's dead, dead. I think. I don't know who killed him, but he died. I think. Yeah, I think he died for sure. Died.
Well,
But okay, back to Cleo. Her stuck in the well.
oh my god.
That okay. They couldn't like put her in something else because the well was like did her dirty. Really. That was
Oh
I
my
felt
god.
that's like so claustrophobia. And then when Landon tried to get her out with a hose or something, I'm like, dude, what are you how does that work? I did not know. I did not
Lana
know.
was a dork this episode.
Wait, what?
He was a dork this episode.
Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, well we'll get to that later, but we need to talk about Hope and Lizzie despising each other for half the episode. That was really funny. I liked it. I like their beef.
Okay, honestly, I'm kind of sick of it. I'm so sick of their friend.
So what do you want them to be? Just enemies or sisters?
I don't know.
I
I'm
don't
just
like them as a couple. I do not see them as a
have
couple.
me neither. They have more of like a. I'm just tired of like the constant passive aggressive comments. Or the writers have them constantly on each other's.
But
I don't know. Yeah,
yeah, they're always on each other, but I mean Lizzie has a reason, but Hope doesn't.
I know, but it's just kind of annoying now. I think
Hope
no,
oh you go?
personally, I find it annoying because the writers keep.
Yeah.
I want to
Keep
see more
doing
development because they keep making up and then going back to the same thing.
it.
You know.
Hope was only mad at Lizzie because Lizzie was mad at Hope, right? Right, yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure Lizzie was still like mad about the fact that
Oh no no no, like
Hope.
why was Hope mad? Hope was mad because Lizzie was mad at her.
Yeah.
But still, like, you almost killed your sister. So I was
Yeah.
like, like what? But then the way Lizzie forgave
And
Hope.
they keep bringing up like the whole thing of like blind spots, and then they just started complimenting each other, and then it ties it to the gremlin thing too. Like they had to start complimenting each other, so the
No,
gremlin thing,
that wasn't the gremlin. That was a
whatever that monster was.
Sakura, something like that. We talked about it in social studies class. Remember? Like in eighth
No.
grade, we actually learned about that thing. You don't remember? And then like our teacher, he actually like drew a picture of it. And I was like, whoa, we learned about that while I was watching the episode. It was really cool. But
No, I
anyways,
did not remember that.
it was like it started with the C or something. I don't know. But yeah. Their development gets better, but then the writers drag it down.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I don't like that, like you said. But
it's just repetitive, and I feel like after 3 seasons of it,
it just needs to stop.
we need we need actual like development. We don't need to keep going back and forth.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah. It's like a yo-yo.
yeah,
But I didn't like the way Lizzie forgave Hope. Like, dude, what?
they were just complimenting each other basically.
Yeah, but remember in the woods? Oh no, wait, hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. Okay, we'll get more to that earlier. Later.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout the whole episode, Hope didn't even realize what she did wrong. She was just there obsessing over Landon.
No, I feel like she knows what she did is wrong, but then again, like I was saying earlier, it every time she and Lizzie bring up what happened, Hope immediately is like, well, Landon is my blind spot. I do anything for him, blah blah blah. And then all of a sudden Lizzie is like, well, Josie is my blind spot and I'll do anything for her. And so I feel like the writers are trying to justify their actions
Mm.
by being like,
It's like love or
well,
blood.
yeah. I feel like that it's kind of toxic,
Mm-hmm.
both of those what are they? What's the word? Both of those ways of play like the lengths they would go to and the relationships that they have are both toxic in their own ways. And I
But
feel like,
Lizzie and Josie are sisters. Like that don't make
yeah,
sense.
that's different
That's different. But
because
then when it's
there's
Hope and Landon and putting other people in danger for just their love when they
yes,
simply could just break up and be
exactly. Okay,
yeah. Okay, yeah,
so
yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's
Okay.
I think that's what I was trying to say. So basically,
Yeah.
it's like every time that somebody's confronting Hope about like her putting everyone in danger and stuff, she's automatically like, well, Landon, I'd do anything for him. I love him. And then they compare it to Lizzie, whereas Lizzie would do the same thing, except it's different because that's her family, that's her blood.
Yeah.
And I
See,
think
yeah. It's like
they're
love and
trying to
blood.
justify they're trying to justify like a
Which one's
toxic,
better, right?
yeah, or
Even
no, they're
though
trying to make it seem okay, I think.
oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. But
You know?
yeah, but Hope okay, so about in the last like in the second half of the episode, Landon was like, you should go apologize. Hope didn't listen. No, Hope didn't even think to apologize to everyone until Landon told her so.
She's Landon is the only person she's gonna listen to, and even then she doesn't even listen to Landon. I
Uh,
feel like he's the one who can
control her. It's like,
not
okay,
control
so
her, but like get through to her in a
maybe.
way.
Or Hope is
Hmm.
sired to Landon somehow.
Okay, elaborate.
Well, it's a whole thing, but to like sum it all up,
Uh,
Hope only really listens to Landon and she only does stuff so that it could benefit him. Like to bring him alive, to bring him back to life. We'll talk more about that later because that needs its whole like own section.
but I feel like people could argue that that's just love. That's just like how far someone would
Then
go.
that love is toxic.
Well, yeah, well, and then it's like the whole thing of like people saying that she's like a Michelson, and that's what Michelsons do. They'll do
No,
anything for people they love.
Michelson, no. Michelsons,
I
no. Michelsons do it for their family, not the
yeah,
people they love. Like, for say,
no, I'm saying I think that's where like people get the theory from,
yeah,
or use that excuse. You know,
yeah, 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 but actually, the relationship's toxic.
yes,
But, but Landon was a dork, and he was kind of cute in this episode. Sorry, I had to say it. I just had to say it. He was cute. He was cute in this episode. Why are you
oh my
laughing?
god.
What?
All right, no, you saying Landon is okay. Okay, okay.
Landon was fine in this episode.
He was very nerdy, I guess you could say in this episode. I don't know. I
Yeah,
dork is a good
which is
word.
a really good look on him, by the way.
He's not a bad character.
It's just him with hope. I don't like. The ship is ruining him. But Landon, oh, Landon.
He was just a character. If he didn't have any, if he wasn't in the relationship, I feel like he'd probably be one of my favorite characters.
Yeah,
Or
yes.
he still is kind of one of my favorite
Yeah,
characters.
he is one of my favorite characters, but it's just Handon is ruining him. I like Landon single, not Handon. There you go. Not when he's
Yeah.
with Hope. He's one of my favorite characters. So like, yeah. Hopefully we don't get attacked. But
So
Josie living at Elena and Damon's house. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna have a breakdown.
Dude, I sobbed when I saw that. I'm like, Elena's house is rebuilt, even though it's like actually
Years
never
and
burned
years and
down.
years later,
But now, years and years and years later, it was there.
I'm genuinely wondering where they're gonna go with this
For
and
real.
what they
Like
have
what?
planned. And I hope they do not mess it up
Mm-hmm.
or like come up with some weird excuse. I don't know. This is a really good uh, potential storyline,
Yeah, yeah,
and I just
yeah.
hope they do it. They don't
Like
mess up.
even if Damon or Elena, aka Ian and Nina, they probably won't be back on the show. We'll again talk about more of that later.
Uh-huh.
Even if they can do that, they should be like they should bring freaking what's her name? Victoria Justice to play Nina Dobrev.
Victoria Justice.
Dude, they look exactly alike. You can't tell me I'm wrong.
They have like they don't look exactly alike.
Well,
Hold
when
on.
back then, with quotation marks, like a few years ago, they looked alike. Now Nina is older.
Victoria. I kind of forgot what Victoria. I know what she looks like, but I don't know. I'm trying
Victoria
to
Justice
compare
was
her to.
notorious. What did she sing again? She was like, "Freak the freak out." Yeah.
She's Tori.
Tori. Yes. Tori and Trina, Kat and Jade. As they freaking should.
I know looks like they have like similar like features and similar hair, but they don't look exact. To me, they don't look exactly alike.
Yeah. I think it's because, yeah. They looked more alike back, like, back when Vampire Diaries was in filming, if that makes sense.
Mm, they just have like similar features.
Yeah.
And this, I there's this one picture that they look like really alike, but or no, actually, I just feel like it's because they have similar features.
Oh, okay. But hopefully the writers don't mess it up like they always do. So, but what was I gonna say? Yeah, at least bring some stunt doubles in or have a voiceover or something.
Oh yeah, like Caroline's letter.
Yes, dude, yes. So, did we cover everything?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did.
Okay. The assumption that Hope is prego sauce, aka pregnant. Do you know anything about that?
No,
No.
we talked about it a few episodes ago, and that was it.
Okay, so I know this from Twitter. I know this from Instagram and Twitter. A doesn't
Uh-huh.
have any type of social media, literally. So this is like where I catch her up. But anyways, so if everyone looks at the screens right now, Mike, and if you don't know who Mike is a magic designer and makeup artist. So he posted on April 6th. He posted on April 6th with
Uh-huh.
on Instagram a shack. Like, you know what a shack is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, with the caption, for those of a certain age, it's a B-52 songs. For others, dot dot dot, tin roof rusted. So
What does that
if
mean?
so everyone,
English, please.
yeah. So tin roof, so B-52s it was a band. I don't know if
Uh,
they're still a thing, but Tin Roof Rusted was in their song called Love Shack.
okay.
Shack. He was a shack, and then Tin Roof Rusted. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, if you look at your screens, everyone, insert screen. I'm gonna insert a screenshot. It said, if you look on Urban Dictionary, Tin Roof Rusted means that a girl is pregnant and it is usually when it's a mistake. Like,
Okay.
so, so like everyone is saying that Hope might be pregnant with Landon's baby.
Okay. I feel like that's reach. I feel.
Well, I think it just started as a joke on Twitter, but yeah, we're
Oh,
talking about it. We're talking about it here because everyone got scared and it was a big thing for a couple of days. So yeah.
I think I. I swear, if they get her pregnant, I will stop watching the show. I don't even.
Yeah.
I will stop watching that show.
Like, okay, everyone, if Hope gets pregnant, this podcast is not going to be based on Legacies anymore. It's probably going to be based on All American.
Random things.
All American.
Oh yeah.
All American is such a good show. But anyways, but I think it got cleared up a little bit because people were looking at articles and I'll tell y'all about it. So, in an interview, the B-52s say where the word tin roof rusted actually came from. The interviewer asked, one of the most recognizable and mysterious lyrics in music history is Tin Roof Rusted in Love Shack. Set the record straight on where that came from. Then the B-52's answer, and of course the screenshot will be here, just part of a description of the vision in my head of what the Love Shack looked like. There's a place outside of Athens, Georgia that closed. It was an old building with a metal roof that had aged and was rusted. I was
Uh-huh.
using that image when we were jamming. All of a sudden, we're singing to the tape and it ran out. I just kept going because I was so into it and said tin roof rusted. And they thought it was funny and a good way to end it. It was just a vision in my head of my love shack. So it's tin roof rusted was just random words, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no, like to describe the love shack, the shack or whatever.
Uh-huh.
So not necessarily meaning that it's when a girl gets pregnant and it was a mistake. So that's where clean things cleared the air because of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well,
So
I'm curious to see what the clue means
yeah,
or
me
how that's gonna
too.
play out.
I really want to know. Like sometimes I don't like when like they post stuff like that because we just make all these predictions and stuff that happens
Yeah. They
and
get everybody's hopes up, and then it
more
ends up
hopes
being
down.
like the pudding thing, where it was
Yes, it
everyone's
was
excited, and it was literally just pudding.
Landon spitting it up. Yeah. So I kind of like they do predictions. I mean, they post clues, but then I kind of don't because everyone just gets
Worked up.
mad or sad or their hopes up.
Mm-hmm.
How about we just watch the show and just stop? Like, like promos too. I don't know how I feel about those. I don't know how I feel about sneak peeks, stills. I mean, they're cool and all, but I just sometimes
My
want to watch the
my
episode.
trust in stills is I don't trust stills anymore because
Yeah.
when we got this 308 still it was 308, right?
Yeah, it was with Finch, Josie, and Hope. I wanted to
Exactly.
see that, but then they deleted that scene. I'm like, really? Jeez.
Yep.
So, I don't know about that anymore.
We don't
So,
even know if the stills are are good to or what's the
oh,
word?
what?
We don't even know if the stills are reliable.
For real. But yeah. So hopefully, Hope isn't pregnant. Because if she is, we are moving this podcast to the All American cast and the All American Homecoming cast. Welcome to our break, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to our break. So, in this break, it's actually going to be a fun one this time after the past like 2 to 3 episodes. We're going to do the Legacies best and worst dressed. Aid,
Fashion review.
Aid, would you like to explain what we're going to do?
So what we're going to be doing is we've compiled a list of different legacy characters' looks over the past few seasons. It's not super long, but we thought we'd just review good and bad looks in our opinion, and we just thought we'd go through them for a segment.
Yes, exactly. So, shall we start with the first one? Everyone, you guys it'll be on the screens for you. Shall we start with the first one, A?
Yes.
Okay, MG.
Oh, we're looking at MJ and Lizzie. Okay.
Yeah. Or so this so yeah, we know MG and Lizzie had some good outfits, right? But we just decided to pick the bad ones. So this was I
Season one.
think
Yeah, it was season one.
it was either season 1 or season 2. It was Hope, I mean Josie's and Lizzie's birthday.
No, I'm like 90% sure it was season one.
Okay.
Because it was the graveyard episode, right? Mom be
Uh
dearest. Yeah,
yeah.
it was
Oh
okay, yeah,
yeah.
season
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
episode 6. I remember now.
yeah. Oh my gosh. Season 1 episode 6. Like A said. Yeah. El- mm, oh my gosh, I almost called Lizzie Elsa because she looks like Elsa. So honestly, this is probably their worst. This is probably MG's and Lizzie's worst outfits.
I I did not.
You
I was
know,
not fine. I was not.
do you
Go
know
ahead.
what Lizzie looks like with that rose in her hand? She looks like a cotton candy milkshake with whipped cream on top and a cherry.
In a cherry. Not the
That's what her
cherry.
outfit looks like. And MG's outfit just looks like fall time. I hate fall time.
Just flowers and leaves all over.
Literally. Okay, now going on to the next. Josie and
Oh,
Hope.
we're on that one.
Yeah. So
They
that's
served. Yeah.
yes. Okay, so this is not necessarily a pick from Legacies, but it's their outfit, so it's fine. So anyways, Josie served. Josie served. But then
Hmm.
then there's Hope. Okay, yeah, she looks good.
It
But
was like the super squad, right?
yeah,
The Michelson.
yeah, but it I'm kind of iffy about it. I don't know why. I think it's because of Michelson Belt's not in the center. I think it's just I'm kind of iffy about it, honestly. I'm really,
We,
really iffy about it. But she looks good. Of course, Danielle always looks good. Okay, so then let's go to Finch.
Finch.
Everyone, when this still came out, everyone was making fun of
Speaking of
her.
that, still, we're talking about earlier.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Yep. This was the still that got cut. The scene that got cut. Rip
They did
Sid.
her so dirty.
I know,
They
but
did Finch so
but
dirty.
but the outfit. Why the outfit? Why?
Mm.
That was like the worst one ever in the whole show.
I feel like I said this earlier, but it's like the whole thing of how vests are kind of a trend right now.
Yeah.
Well, I think stylists may have just heard that vests were a trend and just didn't look at anything and just only heard that vests
Vest.
were a trend.
And put her in a wrong vest.
just put her, just pick the first vest they saw and put it on.
Literally. Freaking literally. That was so bad.
The emo
Um,
spook.
I'm gonna say another worst one because I want to end off on a good one. So, Sebastian, what was that? What did it put him in?
He looks like the standing emoji.
He really does. I Thomas Doherty and Dove Cameron dated. They dated.
I know. I was
Yeah.
invested in the relationship, and then they broke up.
Yeah, but this is not Thomas's fault. This is the stylist's fault.
They did his so dirty. His
So freaking
hair.
dirty,
He looks like he got.
dirty.
He looks like his mom is making him. His mom is forcing him to be there.
And put him in that
He
outfit.
combed his
Oh
hair
my
for
gosh.
him.
Oh my gosh, his hair. Okay, our last one.
I'm sorry, Thomas.
Our last one. Raphael. This man is
Best fit.
so fine. This man, oh man. Peyton Alex Smith, Raphael Waite, they're so fine. This outfit, this freaking outfit. I mean,
There's no critiques.
yeah, like I probably he'll.
What's your critique?
First of all, he's so fine. Second of all, outfit spot on. We could have probably found better ones, but then I probably could have found better ones, but then I was in a rush. So,
Ah, yeah.
Raphael, Raphael just has basic, simple outfits that really look good. And I don't know why, but he mostly wears Salvatore stuff. I know it may be his uniform, but still, come on. Come freaking on. Welcome back, everyone, from break. That was
Uh
really
huh.
funny. Uh-huh. So anyways, so remember when we were talking about that whole thing about Josie being at Elena and Damon's house?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a theory that Nina might be coming on to Legacies.
Oh, okay. Elaborate or go on about it.
So on April 8th, 2021, Nina Dobrev posted something on her story. And I'll insert the clip right now for everyone to see.
I'm on set right now for something I can't talk about, but I'm reunited with the one and only Mr. Daniel Curette, and look what he has. I believe he still has my Catherine weave. That hair is 12 years old, isn't it?
It never dies. It never dies. Vampire hair never dies.
Okay, now that everyone has watched the clip, I'll brief it up for you. So, since Josie mentioned Elena and Nina Dobrev posted that on her story, it may look like Elena is making a comeback.
Cameo.
But after Nina posted that clip, there was a clip of cows. I don't know if because I screen recorded this a long time, or like when it actually happened. So I don't know if I got the cows in there. Let me see. I didn't. I did not get the cows in there, so that's fine.
Well, essentially,
But
wasn't it just like a clip of her like on a farm or something? Or it looks like she's in a
yeah,
pen with
like on a
cows.
farm. So it doesn't really add up unless there are going to be cows in a future episode of Legacies.
Or there's just like cows in the back of
Mhm.
the Gilbert house.
Yeah. So, but then a few days later, I say about, right now we're filming this April 14th. I say about April 11, 12 or something. Nina and her dog were tagged in a post by Sean White. I'll insert the screenshot here. Sean White is, I think, Nina's boyfriend. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you pay very close attention to the houses in the back,
Oh,
you'll also see that Erica Barstein is where Nina and Sean are. So I'll insert the screenshot of Erica Barstein's
okay.
um Instagram story. But the Instagram story that was before the picture of the houses on Erica Barstein's story, again, I'll insert it, was captioned movies, man. So they're obviously filming a movie. So this just proves that it's not the set of Legacies, but it's on the set for an upcoming movie, which is still amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing, still.
I think the thing that like got my hopes up was like the Catherine wig.
Mhm. Yeah, that did too. But then I'm glad it was also cleared up because I don't think Nina would go back to the show. Come on, she left end of season 6, right? Why would she go back to Legacies?
I feel like yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, unless she needs that money or something, which she probably doesn't because she probably made millions and millions and millions off of Vampire Diaries. But yeah, if she's in Legacies, cool. If she's not, cool. You know.
And even if they do somehow bring her back, or if she comes back for a cameo, I really hope that they do her justice and they don't.
Yeah.
mm,
Hopefully.
They don't mess anything up.
Yeah, and hopefully Catherine doesn't make an appearance because then
Oh, I don't think so.
Stefan died for literally no reason. That would get me so mad if Catherine appeared. I love Catherine. She's probably like one of my favorite villains besides Kai, but that'll just hurt because then that means she died for nothing. So I really hope she doesn't make an appearance.
Well, we'll see. Episodes. Wait, when is the next one being released?
Wait, the what?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Well, I said we'll see in upcoming episodes, but wait, when's the next one
Oh,
being released? Tomorrow?
tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
But
I thought they
then
were
after
taking a week.
No, but then after tomorrow's break, they're not gonna post for 2 weeks. So
Sucks.
you guys will see some more special guests on here.
Oh,
Yeah.
yep.
Okay. So yeah, that's it for might be on Legacies or maybe not because she's filming a movie right now. But yeah,
We'll see.
we'll see. So we have another theory. So it's a theory about Hope being sire to Landon, as we said before while we were talking about Legacies, that we'll talk about it later, and here it is now. Anyways, so in a tweet, screenshot will be here, I posted. Like it was just an idea, a thought. It was supposed to be jokingly, but then yeah. So anyways, I
Mhm.
posted that Hope might be sire to Landon because everyone was telling Hope to drop Landon. But once Landon tells Hope to do something, she does it.
Mhm.
Yeah. So my friend, Nick, they added on to this theory. And I'm going to read that very long theory for everyone right now. And it, of course, will be on screen. So, you ready for this?
Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead.
If I stutter, I'm so sorry. This is like how many? This is like 6 photos long. Anyways,
Oh God.
Nick states in TVD, we see hybrids sire to Klaus, and in TO, we see hybrids sire to Hope. These bonds were formed out of gratitude. But there's another sire bond, or well, two others, sire bonds that were formed out of love. Elena and Charlotte were both sire to Damon because they loved him. Sire bonds are usually created if the sire has ingested the sire's blood, but Hope never ingested Landon's blood, so how? I'm excluding episode 301 because we don't really see Hope minus the whole non consensual kiss thing. So in 302, goodbyes, so do suck. In 302, we can assume the bond hasn't been formed yet because if the bond had actually been formed, Hope wouldn't have broken up with Landon in the end. She would have sought approval from the sire, aka Landon. 303, Salvatore the Musical. The bond still hasn't formed yet because Hope would not have said no to Landon about the musical. She would have agreed to anything he said. 304, Hold on tight. The episode when the bond was formed in the Handon or Lampy, aka Handon, sex scene. Since Landon's a phoenix, something we've never seen before, siren bonds might work differently. Maybe an exchange of blood doesn't need to happen. Maybe an exchange of other body fluids would suffice. Sorry, I can't read. 305. This is what it takes. Landon isn't really in this episode, but Hope is, and we see more of the bond in action. In TVD, when Damon told Elena to kill Connor, Elena killed Connor. In Legacies, Hope was willing to do anything, maybe even murdering a human for Landon, her sire. In this case, Hope wanted to bring Landon back from the dead. I'm not counting subconscious Hope because a sire bond affects how you act in the real world. Don't think this adds up, but yeah. 306. To whom it may concern. We see Cleo try to help Hope move on. She obviously can't. Hope is still in some state of denial that Landon is dead. I don't really have much. This episode was more of a filler. 307. Yup, it's a leprechaun, alright. Not much either, because we never see Hope and Landon in the same room together. But there was a scene where Hope refused to sell the sculpture of Landon to the lady, so ... Yeah. 308. Long time no see. Here, Hope was willing to do anything, nearly killing Lizzie and Josie in the process to get Landon back. In TVD/TO, we never really see what happens when the sire is taken from the sired without warning, but we can assume the sire goes feral and unhinged until the sire is back. This goes for Hope as well. She was willing to put she was willing to put Lizzie and Josie, people she considered her best friends and whose she's known for over a decade, in danger for a boy she's known for less than 2 years. When she finally gets him back, though, she didn't even bother to thank Lizzie and Josie for risking their life for her boyfriend. I don't really know what happened in the end because I was two. Yeah. 309. Do all Malivore monsters provide this level of emotional insight? 309's where we might see the bond in action for real, this time because Hope and Landon are actually with each other. Think about how Hope says these exact words to Landon. I've got you back. You're all that matters anyway. In season 4 of TVD, when Elena was sired to Damon, all that mattered to her was that Damon was happy. She even betrayed Stefan and killed Connor when he said not to. I think Stefan said not to. I don't know. I haven't watched TVD in months. Landon tells Hope to try to apologize to Lizzie. Hope considers apologizing to Lizzie before the gremlin interrupts. Landon tells Hope to reconcile with Lizzie for real this time. Hope invites Lizzie to a movie. Once again, I don't know if this is what actually happened. I kind of forgot. So yeah, that's the whole theory.
Okay, what do you think the theory is true? What do you think of the theory?
Um, theory. Sorry, mouth is. Hold on, wait. Let me drink some water. Mouth is really dry. That's a lot.
Okay. You just read like 7 paragraphs. You just read.
Yeah, I literally just read 6 pages. But anyways, Hope. I feel like it's a really stable and strong theory, but one, like we literally say every episode, the writers don't think that deep into things. We all
Exactly.
know that. Second, um, it's like
Like it's another example of
it's another storyline. I mean, it's like a repeat of a storyline, and I don't I don't want to see a repeat. I want to see new stuff. We got Malivore for 3 years. I don't want to see another
We
sire
still
bomb.
have Malivore. There's still monsters every week.
Yeah, yeah. We literally still
We have
have
monsters every
Malivore.
week.
Yeah. So
And everyone's over the monsters.
I just want a new storyline. I know it's gonna be like a Delana X Handon thing, even though Delana was endgame and hopefully Handon is an endgame, but still. Delana, we already saw that storyline. They died. There's stuff with the triangle and killing vampires and going onto the other side and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to see that again. Like, I already saw it once. Why would I see it again? Yes, I know I rewatch Legacies like every month, but still, don't want to see it again.
Yeah.
It's just different. But if they do it, then they do it. At least it's something rather than Malivore.
True. I just feel like everyone's been waiting for the 180.
Oh yeah, that Danielle said. Yeah.
So hopefully I think, I'm still keeping my hopes up, because I hope that there's development and that they are gonna start not being as repetitive.
Yes, because the writers
Same
are
thing.
really repetitive. It's like they can't
Yep.
come up with stuff that's new.
And the day they stop, once we stop doing weekly, you know what? If the bare minimum is if they just stop doing weekly monsters, I'm kind of sick
Yes.
of monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope that with this 180, it's just not repetitive. As long as as long as it doesn't continue to be repetitive, I think I'll be good.
Yeah. So hopefully it just doesn't happen. Or if it does, like I said before, it does, doesn't, it doesn't, but I really hope it doesn't. But yeah. So I have another theory that I forgot to put on the Google Keep. So it's like really short. But I don't think you know this yet. So there's a lot of theories that happened since we last uploaded. But theory about Tribrid hope. You know nothing about this because I just literally put it in there because yeah.
Okay.
So the promo for season 3, episode 10 that plays at the end of each episode for Legacies, it was like I forgot the name of the monster because they call it something. But at the end where it shows the credit Legacies 9-8 Central, something like that, 8-9 Central, I forgot. You could hear someone say something and people think it's Kaylee Bryant who said it, or aka Josie. They said maybe, I don't know, they said it's your death hope. Like you could hear it. Okay, so I'll cut it right here and insert the clip. I'm inserting the clip.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up the clip too because I want to see this. So they think it's her voice?
No. It's not about voice. It's about what it said.
Oh,
So like,
I'm looking at the promo. Oh, ew.
yeah. Oh no, just skip to the end, and then you could hear it.
I couldn't hear the name, but I heard he's gonna die.
Yeah, people are saying it's like it's your death hope, but I really hear like it's your death. So maybe it's just that. But since
I don't hear the name either.
Yeah, since people are saying that it sounds like it's your death hope, people are thinking that Hope will die and turn into a Tribrid.
I still kind of think that that's like gonna be an end of season thing. Like hopefully
Yes,
they
I was
kill
gonna
her
say
off.
that. Yeah, I would want that to be an end of season thing, like how Elena died.
Yes, especially since it's season 3. That would be such a cool
Is a parallel.
yeah, that is a parallel that I am all for.
Yes, so if Hope dies and turns to a Tribrid mid-season, then okay, yeah, she died, whatever. But if it's like an end of season thing, then dude,
Exactly.
yes, all those parallel edits that's gonna be posted during the break of Legacies, yes, absolutely yes.
So I looked at the promo and see, of course, it's like a YouTube video and there's comments. Of course, there's comments.
Yeah.
Well, Do you remember how in the beginning of this episode, there's like that weird Belgium cutscene?
Oh yeah.
And Clarke, it's Clarke, right?
That was Clarke, right? Was that Clarke?
Yeah, I'm like 90% sure that's Clarke.
Yeah.
But anyways, there's this comment. Yeah, let me go back to it. I literally just saw it right now. And so someone just said, after watching the last episode featuring Clarke in the beginning, I don't think Landon is Landon. I think it's Clarke pretending to be him. I mean the knowledge and making sense, being reasonable, actually helpful, not super annoying.
That's so true. That's actually so true.
Somebody responded to it with Holark and
That's honestly so true.
that actually kind of makes sense too, because her necklace. They still haven't gotten her necklace back.
Yes, the necklace. Oh my gosh.
That was actually a really good theory. So I'm going through the comments right now to see if anyone else has a theory.
So like, but the Michelson necklace, I really hope she gets it back. First of all, of course she has to get it back.
Watch them forget about it.
For real, dude.
They probably would.
They really would. Like that's like how they forgot Hope's birthday and Josie. I don't know why they're the same age. I hate it so much.
She hasn't had a birthday.
For real. But that whole random Belgium clip with Clarke or whatever.
There was no explanation for that, right?
Yeah, literally none. Once I saw the words Belgium, I was like, Penelope? Oh my gosh, please don't have your Penelope breakdown right now.
Fine.
Fine. Fine. Oh my gosh.
Hold on. I'm gonna rewatch the scene one more time.
Yeah. Do that.
Hear it? That's the iMovie sound effects.
Dude, that is some iMovie sound effects. Oh my gosh.
As a scientist, a soldier.
Oh yeah, that's Clarke.
That's the place to find it.
That's Clarke, right?
Yeah.
Wait, are you watching the season 9 right now? I mean, episode 9? I mean, yeah, episode 9.
No, I just watched the opening. So there was no explanation for that scene, right?
No, like literally no, not at all. It was so weird.
Okay, so you know how Clarke has been alive since
No, Clarke's not
Malivore,
alive.
right?
Clarke's not alive.
He's a mud man. He's been there. He's been existing.
Wait, I thought Clarke got his head chopped off and his head fell in.
No, because this
or
is
that
this
that
is
was
a
the first
flashback.
time.
No, this is Belgium 1933.
Oh, so we're not necessarily talking about Clarke coming back alive. Oh,
No,
probably
we're talking
be like
about.
Oh.
I was saying how he's like been alive, or he's existed for years and years.
Oh, so that might be a thing.
Yeah, if this is too random to be random, and it wasn't explained.
Oh
so
my
maybe
gosh.
they're planning something.
You need to tweet that. Your tweet's gonna be famous.
Has no one talked about the intro?
No one talked about the intro. Not that
You
I
guys
saw.
not watch the intro.
No one talked about the intro.
This is like how you don't read.
Hey, yo, that's a stretch. That's a stretch. I know I don't read. I only read fan fiction. That's a stretch. It's like you don't read. I don't read, okay? I'm sorry. I don't freaking
You're illiterate.
I'm illiterate.
Well, that kind of throws back into the whole like, what if Clarke is
can you please
disguising himself as Landon?
Can you please tweet about that? Wait, you don't even have a Twitter account, but still like send me a note or something. I'll give you credit or something. I'll give you freaking credit. You know? Like put in a notes app, write it down. I'll tweet it for you. I'll be like, you guys,
The notes app, not the notes app.
not the notes app. The other host of Within, it was like, because that's such a good theory. If he was immortal and just kept it.
No, because wait, I'm gonna look more into that because I'm pretty sure he's been alive for tons and tons of years. I don't know how long he's been alive, but I know he's made out of mud.
No, Clarke isn't made out of mud, was he?
Yeah, he is.
Oh.
He was created by Malivore.
Oh. But then
Hold on.
But then why did Malivore like Landon more than Clarke?
because Landon came out of a human.
Oh, so it's like more special.
Yeah, Landon's mud, but he's not like, I don't know how to explain it. Well, Clarke isn't human at all. He's literally mud.
Oh, I get it now.
Yeah, I'm 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 looking up a clip. I'm trying to see if because there's an episode where they like show his him being created, I guess. He's like covered in mud and stuff.
I think I know what you're talking about now.
Maybe this was like the thing that Brett was saying, they have like things years in the making.
Mm,
Who knows?
maybe.
Who knows? Well, I'm gonna look more into it and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it maybe in the next next episode. It depends.
Yeah, well, we're gonna get more info on it.
Yeah.
Hold on, I want to read this comment out. Somebody said, this is every Legacies episode. And then it's, who will die? Landon gets in trouble. Hope saves Landon. New villain comes and goes.
Yeah,
But
that's literally
Malivore stays forever and always. Brings up Salvatore's and Michelson's history for a second. MG gets neglected.
Poor MG. MG and Josie get neglected, honestly.
Someone else said, Landon actually having a personality this episode is a little sus. I'm guessing it's not actually him.
Yeah. Completely agree. Like, I'm iffy.
I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I guess. Announcements. A and I, mostly maybe because A can't have social media, but I don't know if you guys read our captions for the YouTube videos, but we have of course we have a YouTube, no dirt. We have a Twitter account at Within It Podcast, but now we made an Instagram. So that Instagram is gonna have funny clips or informational clips on there and just random stuff. Like if like if A and I hang out, we'll probably take a picture and probably like cross out our faces or something. But yes, now we have an Instagram. You'll probably see dang it, A calling me illiterate on there. And how I don't read. But anyways, yeah, go follow our Twitter and Instagram at Within It Podcast. And
We'll post the memes that we create too, or just
Yeah.
the cursed
images.
The cursed images.
A does all that. I do the videos. I cannot do Photoshop for my life. But yeah, that's exciting. And we literally don't say this each episode, but subscribe to us and like this. We want to see engagement. There you go. Right? We just want engagement.
Again, we have like no idea who's watching us.
Yeah, we have no idea. And it'll be cool to be like, oh, they, them, whatever. But yeah, A, take it from here.
Anyways, to end it all here,
We may be within it,
but we wish we were out of it.
Thank you for listening.